What up? What it do? What's going on? YouTube. It's your boy Ascension Capitals back here with the hot tea and a bit of a message. Well, thing is, I'm at a bit of a crossroads within my life. By that, I mean, you know, I kind of analyzed the last 10 years of my life and think, what have I been doing for the past 10 years? What have I done to help myself exponentially grow? What have I done? What have I accomplished? And I think about the things that I have accomplished and the things that I do accomplish, and they don't seem to add up. So I always have been kind of hard on myself because since I was 16, I did have dreams, and I always had high hopes or high expectations for myself. I always thought to myself, you're meant for more, and you can be more, and you can do all these things that you want to accomplish if you really put your mind to it and you really have that dog within you, so to speak. So, over the last, I want to say year, I've really come to a position within my mind and thought, man, you really have to make major changes within your life to get to the next level or to get to the things that you want to accomplish. That being said, I know in this point in my life I have to create better habits, create better routines, learn more, and just really hold myself accountable in order to really take my life to the next level. I felt like I have wasted a lot of time, but I feel like it's always better late than never to actually wake up and realize, hey man, what I have been doing has not been working, so I need to change it up. So really I speak these words to myself and to my future self, because this whole channel is kind of around my journey to financial freedom and to really reclaim my life and to be able to leave the rat race and to be able to live on my terms, so to speak. So, a lot of people have these goals and a lot of people have these aspirations, but I know for a fact that not everybody will get to their goals and things they want to achieve due to their self-accountability, or may it be their circumstance. But I don't even like to say circumstances because no matter where you are born in the world, you have the opportunity to make your life great as long as you are fixated on that. So you guys may be thinking, why trading? Why the world of finance? And really, I choose trading as my career endeavor because of the similarities that it has with skateboarding. As you guys may or may not know, I love skateboarding, and that is my first love. So I feel like it shares a lot of similarities as far as, in the trading industry, you don't really have a team or a coach or a manager. It's always been yourself and really your freedom of expression. You could trade how you want to. You can trade the style that you want to. You can risk how much money you want to. You can choose the days that you want to. And all this kind of ties in with skating. And I say that because you can skate how you want to. Nobody kind of tells you when to skate or how to skate or what style, or you should jump down big rails or big stairs or anything like that. It's all up to your discretion. You can really do what you want and have that freedom of expression. So they share a lot of similarities as far as self-accountability and self-expression. So that's one thing that I really do love about trading that really correlates with skating, and that is probably the reason why I do like it so much. And also another reason why is the aspect of uncapped potential with your earnings in trading. Trading is a $1 trillion industry, and me thinking $1 trillion, if I could have a tiny slither of that pie, I can make a living. And that's exactly what I thought. From that moment, I was kind of bitten by the trading bug. I'm almost 2 years into learning this skill set, and it has been a whirlwind of emotions to say the least, but it is something that I truly am passionate about and truly love. Let me take a sip of this hot tea for you guys. Oh, it's very bitter. Herbs are bitter, man. You guys gotta get it on your herbs. Stay healthy, stay alkaline. Dodge the cold and flu season with some bows. But yeah, the aspect of money when it comes to trading is very uncapped. So I really like that aspect because however much money you're capable of earning is however much money you're capable of losing. And by that, I mean you can earn as much money as you'd like, and you can also lose as much money as you like. It's all up to your discretion at the end of the day. And the third aspect that I really like about the trading is the whole freedom aspect. Like I mentioned, skateboarding is more of a freedom of expression, and also with the freedom when it comes to trading, that you can really trade whenever you want. You could trade firm wherever in the world that you want. It's really like location freedom, and that's one thing that I do value about life. I do want to be able to travel when I want. I do want to be able to eat the places that I want, or even buy the things that I want. I'm not really much of a materialistic person, but my whole thing is time and being able to live your life out on your own terms and really have that time back, because this life isn't very long. A lot of people don't really get to live to 100 years old, let alone 80 in most cases, because the world has changed where there's a constant attack on us, whether that be food, medicine, the products that we're using. So we don't really get to live this long lifespan. And I know whatever endeavor or career field that you in has a lot to correlate with that time aspect. So that's why I choose trading. It is the ultimate time hack once you can figure out this skill set. But like I mentioned though, at this crossroads in my life, man, I know that I want to do better for myself, and I am committed to being better for myself. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I do want to help out my family, retire my mom, and all these things. So I do have this weight on my shoulder in a good way, because I want to be that knight in shining armor for my family, and more so for myself, to say the least, because I've always knew that I was meant for better. I've always known that I was meant for more. But I really have to dig within myself to really bring out this light and truth that I knew that I've always have been capable of. But yeah, man, it's going to be a working process to really change my life and to really get out of the ruts and the holes I am as far as debt and things of that nature. But I'm committed though, man. I refuse to give up. It's one of those things like 50 Cent, get rich or die trying. And I really do believe that wholeheartedly. So yeah, man, today is actually Thursday, the 18th of January. I did take a setup on the NASDAQ. So I will show you guys a little bit behind that. This week has been kind of rough, I did trade on Monday, which was a bank holiday, which was, shout out to the ancestors, Martin Luther King Day. But I'll take you guys over to the charts and we'll kind of break down that NASDAQ trade that I took today. And I'm probably going to end the week off there. I probably won't trade tomorrow. I'll give you guys a little bit of insight on that. And we guys will talk a little bit more later. And I'll see you guys in a second. All right. What up, what it do? Here we are at the charts, people. Before we get into the trade breakdown for today, I wanted to show you guys my beautiful, beautiful home screen. If you don't know where this is Bali, Indonesia, one of the very exquisite gems of Southeast Asia. And this is a resort, actually, some sort of resort or something. I don't really know what type of resort it is. Maybe like a hotel or something, but man, this place is absolutely beautiful. This is one of those places I would love to travel someday. Actually, I am going to travel someday. Let's keep speaking that into existence. But yeah, man, the Southeast Asia is pretty beautiful. So it's like Thailand and other places around that region. But man, I definitely got to get there and experience these magnificent views of the world. But yeah, man, let's get into the charts and I'll show you guys what was my whole thought process behind this NQ trade taken today. So as I can see, price is fairly bullish. We did have this big pullback, but I am waiting for this psychological level, this 17,000 level to be breached. So I did keep that in mind. So as I said, my bullish was biased. My bias was bullish. So as you can see in this line right here, this red line, price was moving pretty sideways, ranging or consolidating for a little bit. So I did keep that in mind. I did keep that in mind before executing, but we did have a breakout of this zone, of this range zone. As you can see, price did kind of break out right here. So I did kind of keep that in mind. We did have this rally, and we start to move sideways a little bit. And obviously at some point, the market has to break out in some direction. The market actually chose to break out in a bullish sentiment. So I did keep that in mind, and I'm still waiting for that level to be breached. And I dropped down to the 1 minute time frame to kind of see where we could potentially catch entries from. Now today, I got to the chart around 10, let's see, I got to the chart around 10 a.m. Well, actually a little bit earlier, but I didn't really see anything developing. There was news today at 8:30, unemployment claims. So I typically like to enter after news because, man, I've been tossed around like some salad when it comes to news. But yeah, I was kind of monitoring price, and this is what I seen. Okay, as I seen earlier, price has taken out this liquidity. This relatively equal highs here have been taken out. Then we had a breach. So this would be the first indication of that market structure shift. So we had a sweep of liquidity and a market structure shift. So at this point, I'm still looking for buys, but I don't want to enter buys until I see this high broken, confirming that the buyers are stepping into the market again. So here's what happened. We actually did get a break above this high. If I take out my arrow tool here, we did get a closure above this high, confirming that bullish sentiment was stepping back into the market. And what do I see? I see this big impulse with a big imbalance. Also, a lots of indecision in the market. Let's see, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doji candles. Lots of indecision in the market here. So this is another confluence on why I would enter in this position. This is not why I entered, but this is the whole framework behind why I saw what I saw. So as I can see, this POI did get swept. As you can see, there was still some imbalance left unmitigated here to the left. So we didn't completely feel this imbalance. And not all the time do we feel imbalances 100%, more like at least 50%. So we did kind of come back and swept this POI and into the zone a little bit. So we did have a sweep, but this zone was still valid because we didn't get a closure below the zone. Usually when I see a close below the zone, that would deem it invalid to me, but I can see that we came just to sweep some more of this imbalance or fill some more of this imbalance. So at this point, I am monitoring the charts. And when I get here, I see, okay, this is pretty strong. Also, we did have some liquidity swept as well, making this POI even more high probable. Has some sell side liquidity there. And I was looking to take entries once we've broken this swing point here. Now this swing point, this would be the area where I would look to take buys. So let's kind of fast forward price a little bit to kind of see if we do get that break. And if we do get that break, we will be looking to execute on some entries. So price kind of played out. It's doing what it's doing. And I was still waiting for a closure above that high. This is kind of price is doing what it's doing. And then here, we finally get that close, confirming that the buyers are still in control. Get that breaker structure there. Now at this point, I would bring out my premium and discount tool to see where are some potential POIs where we could enter the market. Let's change this color to black or darker. It's pretty thick, ain't she? Okay, so this is the area where, and I can see here, okay, we have a break and we want to take entries only in the discounted region where price is essentially cheaper. So I can see that price already mitigated this order block here. And the next place I see in this discount region is this sell to buy candle right in this area. So this was the area I was looking to take entries from. And let's kind of see how price would play out. And these sorts of, well, on my trading, I like to target a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. I found that is my sweet spot when it comes to RR. So let's get out our long position tool and see what price brings. I had my stops just below this area. So stop loss was approximately here, just below this sell candle wick. And like I mentioned, I only targeted 3R because that is my sweet spot when it comes to risk to reward ratio. So let's see what price did. Okay, we starting to get that retracement down to the zone. Let me delete this. Start to get that retracement down to the zone, and then boosh, here we are. We get that mitigation, and remember this is an imbalance that hasn't been filled. Price coming back in to fill that imbalance and tap into this POI. And let's see what price does. Okay, we got a deeper retracement. Okay, and we start to get that rally. Then price doing what it's doing, and boosh, played out. So this was the buy position and the whole framework behind why I took this buy today. And that happened all in a span of, let's see, I made a nice 3% on my account in 4 minutes, 4 bars, and I can't really complain with that. But yeah, like I mentioned, I'm pretty new to NQ. I've only been trading NQ like as much as I have been, only for like 2 months now, but I'm starting to get used to the way it moves, and there is usually lots of like sweeping, like stuff like this. Stuff like this tends to happen a lot when it comes to NQ, so it's one of those things you gotta remember, and also not to have too tight of a stop loss. I would have been okay with having a bigger stop here, just because I know how like price likes to sweep people out when it comes to NQ. But that was the whole trade positioning behind, that was the whole thought process behind the NQ trade today. So yeah, man, pretty nice trading day. I actually did tried to target this psychological level, which is the 17,000 level, but I took out 80% of my position here at a 1 to 3 and tried to let the rest run to TP2, but that actually didn't happen. Price ended up reversing on me, but that's okay. We locked in our profits and we called it a day. But if TP2 would have touched, that would have been nice, but as you can see, that didn't even happen. Would have got smashed out. But yeah, that's the beauty of having a break even, and the beauty of, you know, taking off some at a 1 to 3, which is what I do religiously. But that was the whole thought process behind this position. I'm actually pretty hungry, so I'm gonna make some lunch. My belly's kind of rumbling, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. I bet you guys didn't know AC could cook, huh? Yeah. Well, I got a little veggie quinoa bowl here. Got some quinoa, some stir-fried tomatoes, not tomatoes, but some stir-fried mushrooms, squash and zucchini, all over a bed of kale, some fresh cucumber, and some cherry tomatoes. It's actually really good. To be honest, I eat the same thing every single day. I need to really branch out and make some new recipes and whatnot. Pinterest, right? Pinterest. That's a good place to go. But yeah, made a little lunch. Gonna destroy this really quick, and I'll check back with you guys in the next clip. No, sir. No, sir. Can't forget. Sauce him up real quick. Sauce him up. Not a damn chance. Yo, so I wanted to shed a little light, a little inspiration, a little words of motivation for like at times when you have to go to work and you're just dreading it, like, oh, fuck, man, I have to do this all over again. I have to put in these 8 hours again. I have to put in these 12 hours again. But one thing you got to remember in the back of your mind to kind of help you get through those situations is, what am I doing this for? What will be the outcome of my, if I continue to do this? What can I achieve by doing this? You know, you have to ask yourself those sorts of bigger questions to remind you that these are only the stepping stones to your life. These are only temporary moments to you to get to your finale, for you to get to your height, you know? So it's like, times like that, it makes you really think like, okay, I know where I'm doing this. I know why I'm sacrificing my time and my freedom temporarily, only to get to the other side when I'll be able to reclaim and do the things that I want to do at the time that I want to do and when that I want to do it. So yeah, man, when you're out there getting ready for work or you don't want to get up for work, just remember the end goal and remember the big picture. Having those thoughts in the back of your mind will help you to push through those hard times when you don't feel like getting up, when you don't feel like going to work that day, you know? You always got to have your mind set on the bigger picture. But here I am now, I'm actually about to get ready to go to work, so I just wanted to share that insight because I have gone through those moments plenty of times in the future. It's like, man, should I even call out today? But no, don't call out. Go in, because you remember your goals are bigger than that call out for you just to have fun for a temporary day, for temporary fun instead of like permanent freedom. So you just got to remember why you do these little things, and everything is a stepping stone. You know, you always got to remember, if I do this, this is going to get me to this level, and then this level I can get to this level, and it's all about getting to the next level. But I'm about to get ready for work, so I'll see you guys in the car, and I'm going to show you guys like what am I trying to do with the whole job situation and what's going on there. But I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so when it comes to the workplace, man, I know a lot of people really dread having their day job or their career path that they may have, but it's all possible to get out of that and more. You know, I actually think that a day job kind of teaches people to kind of be disciplined, really show up for themselves, really be held accountable to a standard, you know, because you can't just show up when you want to. You can't just leave when you want to. You have to really put in that work, and you can correlate that to your career endeavor or your passion or your purpose. You know, you can do that, but you all have to, I feel like you have to have a certain mindset to make things correlate or to make things click and to really make it seem like it's worthwhile. You know, myself, I do have a day job right now, and I do plan to get out of that someday, but right now I'm looking to get 2 jobs because I really want to not necessarily speed up the process of success, but whatever it takes to get there, you know, whatever it takes to get myself out of a hole, whether that be debt or some things that I have to pay off, things of that nature, but I'm willing to make that sacrifice. So I am looking to get 2 jobs here pretty soon, just to really speed up the process, man, and to just really go hard and make those sacrifices, you know. And I understand that you have to make those sacrifices to really get where you want to go, because not everything is easy. Not everything will come like a piece of cake, you know. Some things you got to grind out. Sometimes you got to sacrifice those hours that you don't want to work. Sometimes you got to pick up that extra shift. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to sacrifice not going out with the friends out to eat or to the club, or sometimes you got to spend less time with your girlfriend or your loved ones in order for you to really get to that next level. So yeah, man, that's what I have really planned. I really plan on grinding it out with 2 jobs for a while to really get myself back at least to like a break-even level. That's how I would describe it, getting back to break even. So now that I can propel myself forward and not worry about, man, I got this to pay, that to pay, this to pay, and I can't really invest in myself. So that is the main thing I want to say, man. It's okay to really sacrifice time and fun, and when you got a bigger goal, a bigger picture. So yeah, man, you got to go hard. Remember, man, not everything is going to be easy in life, and not everything is going to come as easy as you think it's going to come, or may not be in the time frame that you think it's going to come. Everything happens with a divine purpose. So with that being said, man, I'm about to head out to the day job, and I want all you guys out there to really just make plans for yourself and to make those tweaks and those change the little small things that you need to change in order to get to the next level. It all starts with the small things, and then they compound over time, and you look, next thing you know, wow, I really made some significant process from being 1% better every day. But yeah, that's all we got for this video. May we all keep rising, and I'll see you guys at the top. Peace.